Marry me, everybody. It's Draven Eyeshade here. I'm doing more videos. I'm doing more. Anyway, so this video, I realized I've never done a video on ISIS before. I've done one. This is going to be my Gods and Goddesses series. I'm going to start this series on YouTube. I'm not going to pull up books or my Book of Shadows or nothing. I'm just going to go based off memory and based off what I feel that this goddess represents and how my relationship is with this goddess. I remember I did a video on Kali Ma and I did a video on Hecate, but I never did one on Isis. Now, Isis is a very popular Egyptian goddess. Like, a lot of people know who Isis is. She's very widely worshipped and widely known. Her worship continued even after the Egyptian civilization, like the ancient one, wasn't around per se, and her temples were still around until I can't remember who it was. One of the Roman emperors banned paganism or the worship of different deities because of the spread of Christianity. That's when her last temple was taken down. I think, and it wasn't taken down; it was shut down. Now, Isis is the Egyptian goddess of motherhood, Egyptian goddess of magic, witchcraft, life, rebirth, healing, love as well, even though it's more of Hathor's field, but she also is a goddess of love, goddess of protection, goddess of mercy. And to me, this might seem odd. She's not just a light goddess. She also has a somewhat dark aspect to her as well. She's, to me at least, I see her as also a goddess of the underworld because she is wife to Osiris, god of the underworld. So in a sense, it makes her a goddess of the underworld. So she's not just a goddess of life, but she's also a goddess of the underworld and whatnot. But her dark aspect is Nephthys, which is her twin sister. But anyway, Isis, I just wanted to show one of my statues of Isis, for just in case anyone who's never heard of Isis before. To me, this is what I see Isis, how I see her. This is how she shows herself to me. She's always seen with her amazing, beautiful wings. Sometimes she's not, but majority of the time, she's always showed with her gorgeous wings. Oop. Knocked over my lip balm. I thought I almost dropped the statue, but no, I just dropped my lip balm. Knocked it over. But anyway, so to me, Isis, how I started my journey with Isis. I started my journey with Isis the same way I started with Thoth. Isis, I'm trying to explain. She didn't call to me like most deities call to other people. I just really loved her imagery and I wanted to work with her. Because I know I did a video on this, a lot of people say that they choose you. Personally, I sometimes think that you choose the god or goddess because you are goddess and god. So it's a weird interlinked web energy thing that you are the part of that goddess or that god, so you want to draw that part of your energy, if that makes any sense. I remember it was shortly after I started working with Thoth, which he's always got a place on my altar. I don't work with Thoth, but I do pray to him every once in a while, and I still do work with him. But Isis, to me, when it was years ago, when I first started making my videos, I built a shrine to her. This is how I always work with different gods or goddesses when I first want to start working with them. I built a shrine or a little altar, and I do a welcoming ritual and call them to the altar and meditate with them and interact with them to see how they react with my energies and how I like them. Isis, as soon as I met her, I felt calm, peaceful, but also energetic and at home. I felt weird. Every time I work with an Egyptian deity, I always feel at home because, like I said, I am obsessed with Egypt, and I was Egyptian in a past life, but not my recent past life, but one of them. I was an Egyptian. Just like I said, a run-of-the-mill person. I wasn't no fancy priest or priestess. I was just living in Egypt. But so Isis, ever since I worked with her, started working with her, the main thing that she wanted me to learn was the ability to show empathy or mercy towards others. Before I met Isis, I kind of a little bit of cold-hearted. Like, I had no sympathy towards people. Was a little mean, too mean, a little blunt. Like, I was just very rude. I was defensive and combative with other people. Sometimes I still am, but not as bad as I was before. She showed me, when I started working with her, I had so many different opportunities to show sympathy and empathy towards others. That doesn't make any sense. Ever since I started working with her, I was volunteering at nursing homes. I've had people coming to me for help constantly, crying to me, etc., etc. And I took it that Isis was showing me that, yeah, you need to start working on this ability. And then I started meditating with Isis more and more, and basically Isis was showing me that one of the reasons why I'm here and one of my gifts is being a counselor, having open arms for people. Just like her wings and her arms are always open to all her children. That's how she wants me to be. I adore and love Isis. She's my matron goddess right now. She is the one who I work with constantly, and she's on my main altar. I have another statue over there. So another thing too with Isis is that some cultures, they say that the Virgin Mary is the same. They see her as Isis because they both have the same characteristics. By the way, my roommate Cyrus gave the statue to me. It's a beautiful statue. I'll sometimes put this on part of my altar or a different part of my house to represent Isis, since I don't have another Isis statue, or just the goddess in general. So that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much my story of the goddess Isis and my relationship with her. Will she always be my matron goddess? I don't know, because my matron goddesses were Kalima and Hecate before. Matron goddesses or patron gods may or may not stay in your life permanently. They might stay for like 30, 40 years or 2010 or whatever, or even just a couple weeks, and then you might move on to a new goddess or god into your life. But you may never know. I might still have Isis as my matron goddess like 20 years down the line. I don't know yet. But that's pretty much it. My next video, I will be doing my video of Osiris and how I connect with Osiris and whatnot, and how he became to be my patron god. So until next time, merry part and blessed to be.